Mhm.
Oh man, I think a little bit. Well, at least you would
No, I
like
mean, give
go
them some time.
already.
It's all good. Mm-mm.
Oh
But
gosh.
to your first
Okay.
question you had, is traditional marriages or relationships outdated? No. The problem of it is our concepts of traditional marriage. See, we grew up during
Mm.
this time period of TV and all this here stuff. So we got these ideas stuck in our head that never existed. I mean, the Huxtables, Family Matters, we got all these ideas stuck in our head. And no families were ever like that in the first place. But we saw it on TV and that's
Mm.
what we longed after. You
Yeah.
know, we start longing after something that was never real. It's like believing in fairy tales. And we never, as a society, it seems like we just haven't outgrown that. None of that stuff was real.
Yeah.
You know,
It
Andy
wasn't.
Griffin was not real. While they were making
What about
Andy
wait?
Griffin,
What about good
huh?
times? Because they were
Good
broke.
times. Yeah, they were broke. But the thing of it is, it was complete struggle. But nobody's that happy in that much struggle. Nobody.
Yeah, that is true. They were happy, except for James. Except for the dad, he was
Your husband
always
just
mad.
died. I'm gonna put it like this here: you got to skip a season between James dying and because she in the room depressed for at least 6 months to a year. Her husband just died.
Yeah. 'Cause what
You
was he
ain't
gonna
got
do?
exactly how am I gonna take care of these kids? Let's just be real.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the '70s. You don't see nobody really smoking no weed on there. Nobody running the
Mm-mm.
streets. And JJ ain't never seemed to really go through his whole phase. Michael was over here with some crazy shit. It was just like it's
And
not
wait,
real life.
did what happened to Michael? He was all militant. He was dope when he was little, and then after
Yeah.
that, he grew up and he wasn't militant no more.
And then now he's gay.
Oh no!
And now he's gay.
Yeah, yeah. We didn't really have
So
really
that
strong.
wasn't the
Even the
real
Cosby
Michael.
family, that wasn't really.
You had a bunch of people
Yeah,
who didn't have a quality family structure looking at people on TV trying to develop an idea of what is a quality family structure. And that's the mindset we got. We think that's what a
yeah,
happy life is.
yeah,
That's what we think,
yeah.
you know, and it's
But
not.
if it, I think for, and I'm not trying to speak for men, but I think and I commend you guys because I feel like there is like a struggle there. It's so many components of being a provider, being a dad, and all that other shit that comes with it. And if you don't have that example or you don't have older men to pull from, how are you going to learn? You're going to be basically trying to wing it and go for what you
Exactly.
know, which affects
You're
us
asking,
as well and the kids.
yeah. So you're asking people who never had any leadership to become leaders. It's
Hmm.
going to take them time
Hmm.
to figure it out.
Yeah, yeah,
And he's going to make some mistakes. The problem of it is, y'all don't realize that we do fully understand that you are suffering with us. We
yeah.
do
We are.
understand that. The thing of it is, for some reason, y'all believe that we're doing this without even thinking about y'all. And the truth of it is, the whole time we are. That's the most depressing part. That somebody is suffering with me because of me. Does that make
That's
sense?
good. Hmm.
Ask
Yeah.
yourself how depressing could that be? Somebody is
Mm.
suffering with me because of me.
Yeah. Mm. But you
See, now
know
you
what?
get
Like I
it.
don't know what. No, whatever, whatever. I do get it. Like that was good. But how do you? Okay, because I always say we both want the same thing. We really, at the end of the day, we both want. It's the same goal. So how do we get to it? I feel like we're right
It's
here, and
not
this
the
is something
same
right here. I don't
goal.
know if it's.
I'm gonna put it like this here. If you want to understand men and you want to understand women, you gotta ask yourself, what do they ask God for? Women ask God for a not good man that loves them and their children if they have them, and for their careers.
That's what
That's
you
what they
said we
pray.
pray for.
That's most of the time.
I don't
In
know about that.
some form of that order, they want a good man to come in their life. They pray for their advancement, right? Their
Yeah,
careers, and they pray for their children. Correct?
yeah.
In some
But that's
form,
not
those
all we pray. We pray for
that's
y'all.
not all. But those are the primary things you're gonna hit, right?
Yeah.
So the thing of it is to understand a woman are for one, you want to protect her and her children. You're already the man that came in, and you want to push and further her aspirations. It's pretty
Yeah.
simple if you want to please a woman. All that other
Okay,
stuff I can
so
miss pretty much from time to time.
if it's that simple, I think it's simple too. I think we complicate things. I think both sides, men and women, complicate things. But if it's that simple, why are we so jacked up?
Because how we protect and how you want us to protect is two different things.
Okay. How do you want to protect?
See,
What's the difference?
basically, if you have children, men love differently than women. Women are gonna love you. You got mamas that love their sons and want their sons free that they murdered 15 people. It's unconditional love, right?
Yeah.
That's just how y'all love. Men love with the intent of preparing you for that outside world. And that outside world is unconditional, it is conditional love. So we have to prepare daughters and sons for that outside world. Y'all
Yeah.
prepare them. So basically, how we protect and how you protect is gonna be totally different. But y'all want us to protect like y'all want us to protect like you want it, and that's not how we're built.
So what do you think you're saying, because you're speaking for women? So how do you think we want you to protect us?
In a more loving, nurturing nature.
Mm.
In a more
That's
nurturing
it.
nature.
That ain't hard. I mean, for some women, I'm sure it is,
But
but
the
it
thing
ain't.
of it is, it,
That's
it
not
doesn't.
difficult.
You got to realize it doesn't prepare you for outside because the world doesn't move like that. So when you're
Mm-mm.
dealing with children, when you're dealing with your wife, he has to understand that your mistakes are not going to be amplified like his mistakes. See, we got two different sets of rules. We have a lot of things in common. The things of it is how we're punished and how we're treated in society is different. So
Yeah.
we can't switch over to your form no more than you should be switching over to ours.
But that's the whole thing with the genders crossing. I think that we don't know our roles. Not everybody, but
Well, it's not
women
our
are
fault.
women.
It's not. It's not this generation's fault. I'm sorry.
No,
Go
no,
ahead.
no, 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 no.
But
Go
it's not this
ahead.
generation's fault. Women were forced into a role of leadership. So now it's hard to be submitting.
Yeah,
And men were forced into a role of consistently submitting because they were going to be penalized to the fullest extent. How you going to lead like that? You get what I'm saying? If I'm going to be
yeah,
penalized for any mistake to the fullest extent, I can't lead properly. So the only person that can help me develop those leadership characteristics is that woman that submits, that's willing to suffer with me a little bit. Now, I ain't say be stupid. I mean,
and
I
you
didn't
gotta
say be
you gotta
stupid.
define you gotta define suffer.
He's gonna make some mistakes. He
Yeah,
never led before.
yeah,
He's gonna make a lot of mistakes.
mm.
I made mistakes.
Yeah. I make mistakes.
Everybody makes mistakes, but when everybody's looking at you, that's a different type of pressure.
Yeah. Hmm.
And then you got somebody
Hmm.
behind you. You say, okay, I'm gonna let you lead. And then he makes a mistake. And she says, well, shit, I led better than that.
Yeah, I can see that happening.
Mhm.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I
It's
don't know.
basically
I
like
think that,
Oh, what did he say? I'm sorry.
I think a lot has to do with, like I said, what you've seen growing up or what you can pull from other folks. Because I grew up in a traditional household, so I've seen it, and it was positive. And so that's I lean more like my traditional views consist more of a man being more of the dominant partner, and I'm the submissive. If I keep looking, I'm just looking at screens and I'm checking on them.
I got
But I'm not saying voiceless. Like I still have a voice,
you.
but
Exactly.
supporting his lead. That's how I am. But a lot of people aren't. A lot of women aren't.
That's not a lot of women, and it's a lot of men that are prepared to lead. So you have two different dynamics at play.
Yeah.
Both people are to solve the problem. Both people are going to have to give a little
Mhm.
to
I
reach a
agree.
common ground. And the problem of it is we're stuck in this situation of constantly pointing the finger, saying you did this and you did that and this person did that, and before you know it, we didn't forgot what the actual problem is.
Yeah, because that's how it is on social media. Like we were saying, it's so much blame. Like I can post something and it's just the post. It's just the post, and it goes so oh it goes on flames. It's just like to me a whiny tone, and it's so many older men in my base, the ones that are like knowledgeable and have been through
Mm.
some shit. I'm expecting them to be like, okay, that may be true for some. And I do have a mature, like a whole mature group, and I appreciate that shit. Like you can definitely separate the men from the boys. But I'm thinking they would come in and give some kind of advice. Or no, you got to think higher than that. And I have a couple that do that, but it's no like even leadership in all this posting and all these pages. Like for what? For some life?
Pretty much that's what they're doing it for. That's what they're doing
Yeah.
it for. And most of it is, I hate to say it, is it's women. They post things for likes. Men inflame women, and then women inflame men. And the next thing you know, it's just a whole shit show.
Wait. You said
When I say
only women?
inflame, I'm saying basically they piss each other off.
Okay. Okay.
They make a post that basically, okay, I'm gonna piss you off, and then he makes a post that, hey, I'm gonna piss you off.
No, I don't think that's true.
And both of them have.
No, I don't
The thing
post
of it
stuff to
is,
piss somebody off.
no, it
I
may
know, but
not
I
be to
do.
piss
I
people off,
do.
but it's not taking other people's feelings into consideration. I do it. I'm
Mm.
gonna just be honest. I do it. I do it all the time.
Oh, you be on
I'm
there talking
guilty of it.
shit?
You've seen my post. Come on, come on. You've seen my post. I mean,
Oh
I
God.
am literally a walking contradiction. I'm a walking contradiction, but all the contradictions based off of the situation are true.
Mm.
Nobody is one way all the time.
That is so true. Not all the time.
No,
Mm-mm. Not all the time. Hey Cedric, I'm sorry, you guys. And Tanya, she said no, but I don't know what for. Say what you said no, Tanya, and then we'll go back to it. Yeah, social media is one of the damn downfalls of why I think
that's not
relationships
the
is just
problem.
fucked up. No, you don't think?
I don't think TV is the problem. I don't think social media is the problem. It's unrealistic expectations is the problem
Hmm.
on both sides. We expect to come home
Okay.
to home cooked meals and kids put to bed and a porn star every night. It's not gonna happen, bro. It's just not gonna happen.
Yeah, that is pretty much you guys' recipe. You want her to
And
shut up
basically,
and
y'all want a Christian thugged out, sophisticated.
that
It's
is
like
so
these
wait, that
expectations
I
are
can that's true.
unrealistic.
That's true.
That's and
That's
you can't
true.
have that every day. There's moments where that's gonna be true, but you can't have all that every day. I
Okay, so
mean,
then that there's okay, so then you're saying that there has to be we have to compromise. You have to. And I think people back then, they got married. I mean, you had your arranged marriages, and then you had your solid families. But the woman was so dependent on the man, she's not going to leave. Where the hell is she going to
It's
go?
not so
And
much
then
that.
I think,
And
and then
that's a
that's why I
misconception.
think,
They were
like, what do you
dependent
mean? I
upon
think,
each other.
say that again. I didn't hear you.
Oh, I said that's the misconception. They were dependent upon each other, and they both knew that.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
both knew that. See, we can't keep having these one-sided viewpoints. They were dependent upon each other. If he wanted his sons, because men are legacy driven, are we not?
oh, I don't
We just
know. I'm not a man.
we just are. We're legacy driven. If you read the Bible, it's this guy begot that guy, begot that guy, begot that guy. It's literally we're legacy driven. We just are built that way. So he can't have a legacy without her. And she's the first teacher of the children that they produce. He understood that.
Yeah.
She
Hmm.
provided a foundation for his legacy. He provided support for her and a home for her and a place. I mean, if you just watch the Animal Kingdom, a lot of it's just simple. The problem is our misconceptions and our unrealistic expectations.
Yeah. Uh, But I don't think it's unrealistic what you just explained, like the whole structure of the household. I don't think that's unrealistic of today. I
That's
just
not
think things are so modernized.
the thing of it is you can modernize it, but the way men and women interact is gonna always be the same. It's gonna always be the
What messed
same.
up?
No, this is just the first time it's gotten this messed up. You go back to the 65, black people had the strongest marriages in this country.
Mm,
That's statistically proven.
not
That's because
now.
people don't realize that a marriage contract, which it is a contract, is a
It's a
business
business.
contract. Any contract
It
is a
sure is.
business. That means it has to be mutually
Yeah.
beneficial to both parties. And a lot of right now, both sides are asking for a marriage contract that is individually exclusive to one party.
Why you say that?
This man wants a prenup and he wants a model wife and he wants 3 kids and she stay at home. She wants a rich man that lets her run off and just live out her dreams and travel the world. That's only individually beneficial. It's only
Mm.
individually we've become a more selfish society.
Oh
And
yeah.
we have unrealistic expectations. It's pretty simple.
It is simple, but what's to fix it?
That's simple, but the thing of it is, it's hard to stop people from being selfish. You'll pour me a drink, Dan? That
Yeah.
vodka. Vodka's fine. But it's unrealistic expectations. And when you have unrealistic expectations, you basically gonna fail.
Yeah.
You're gonna fail. And that's why you
I
see a
think
lot of
see a lot of what?
failure.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I failed.
Yeah, like the divorce rate high. It's so high. Like people that are you really looked up to,
Hmm.
people that you people that you really look up to. I mean, it could be in the entertainment world, it could be in the church, it could be anybody. Like people in your family, and they're just divorcing. Like I don't know what it is. But
Well,
I
it's not
don't
even
encourage
that.
people to stay either. Like if you're not happy, then you need to leave. Work it out as much as you
True,
can. But all that
true.
death to death do you part and all
Well,
that other stuff, I don't really agree with that. That's an individual little message from the Europeans that everybody quotes. So I don't agree with all that, but it's an individual thing. Because what
I
you
mean,
can't, I might can take, you know?
yeah.
And people,
Well,
I think, are changing a lot. Like you're
nobody.
evolving.
It's not that people are changing a lot. It's just people are being the same thing, but people are selfish now. Nobody can take consistent trauma. Nobody wants to be in a situation that's always downs.
Hell no.
It's always downs. And I mean, the thing of it is, even though we were poor back then, it wasn't always down. You know what I'm saying? There was some good times.
Mm,
There were there,
yeah.
there were wins, and they got the wins together. Now we've decided, women, black girl magic. I want to win by myself. Black boy joy. I want to win by myself. And now we ain't
Uh,
winning at all. And
so
back to you.
are you one to say that like feminism and all that messed everything up? Like women wanting to be so independent.
No, not at all. Not at all. Feminism didn't mess anything up. Feminism is fair. Like David Chappelle say,
Yeah.
by definition, I would be a feminist. By definition, I am one.
Mhm.
But the thing of it is, you can't pick and choose what social norms you want to keep and which ones you want to throw away. You know what I'm saying? You can't want this man to be gallant and pay for all the dates and okay, just shower you with gifts and things of that thing. So brothers are getting to the point they're like, hold on, y'all make more than us. Y'all more educated than us. Why should we hold on to this part of the road? If you're more
I don't know
educated,
about that, Joseph.
see that. But the thing of it is, that's you got to realize when we were doing that, y'all weren't in the workplace.
Yeah.
Now y'all are exceeding us, but you want us to still be responsible for that. Well,
So
we're
what are
just
you
trying.
saying?
What I'm saying is, you got to realize that we're still trying to pull ourselves out of the mud.
Okay, so then so we're supposed to sit back and like do what? Not elevate or evolve too? Because you guys are still pulling?
The same unconditional love that you show your children, show to him. If a
I don't
child
think
isn't,
that could ever be done.
but the
Even
thing of it
with
is,
even fathers, that's a different. They're two different loves to me.
no, I'm gonna just be
No.
real with you. I've always put whenever I've been married, I've always put my wife ahead of my children because you
Oh
are the
yeah,
best, the helper I
yeah.
got. So I got to be more unconditional towards you than to them because I'm teaching them. You're my help. If I want help, what I got to do? I got to be I got to be understanding, right?
Yeah.
I got to be understanding if you're my help because you might quit this job. Well, all right, brother. Love you. Love you too.
Okay, Tanya, you said why not? Why not what? You got to explain because people are so rude. You have to explain so we know what you're talking about. Tanya said why not?
Why not
I
what?
don't know. It's so many. It's so many. I told her to explain. There's so many different ways you could just look at all this. But I mean, when I listen to the men in my base, they always complain like that they want peace, they want peace, they want peace. But what the hell are you doing to create that atmosphere for her to want to give you everything that you want?
It's a simple answer that I can. For one, facilitate whatever she's doing. The king is
What
the
you
most
mean?
important piece on the chessboard. The king is the most important piece, right?
Yeah.
Queen is the most powerful. So you want her to give her the best lines of attack. If this world is giving you more options than it's giving me, then common sense tells me I need to be helping you because you can help me.
Yeah.
That's the simple answer. But the reason why that's not employed is because, back to my original point, people are selfish.
Hmm. Okay, Tanya said you were saying we want the man to pay for everything, and she said why not? But you're saying because I should give you a pass and I pay for the date because you broke,
It's not so
or
much I
because
should pray for the date. You got to realize back then, women didn't care. Women didn't care because everybody was broke. A date was literally saying, "Hey, one day he came to your dad and said, I want to take you out. The next day, hey, I want to marry your daughter." And basically, they was both broke, and they just
yeah,
worked together to build. But now y'all aren't broke, and for the most part, we kind of are. We're dealing with mass incarceration that predominantly affects us. We're dealing with a homosexual agenda. I don't care whether people agree or disagree with it, but you're dealing with the homosexual agenda that is literally predominantly pushed towards black males. We're dealing with, over policing, police shootings, lack of wanting to be hired. And I'm not saying that he shouldn't try, but
yeah.
economically, he just doesn't have a footing at all. He don't. A lot of these guys, and so it puts y'all in competition for a very small group of guys.
We don't have no good picking. It's like it's such a shortage. And that goes back to you guys though. You guys have so many options. So many
That's
options.
because we do. We do have so many options. Somebody like myself has so many options. I personally, I have more extreme views on how to remedy that, but I'm not gonna get into that. But
Hold on. We can get into whatever. Like, come on. Okay, Tanya said if the guy really doesn't have the money to pay for it, that's one thing. But if he has the money, he should pay. Because isn't that kind of like role reversal? If I just start off from jump paying. If I knew he was a good dude and he wasn't going to fuck me over,
you
I'll
gotta
pay.
realize
I don't care
what
about
this
money like
system
that.
did what this system did to black society was reverse the roles.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So basically, seeing as the roles were completely reversed, then the almost, me personally, I'm not in that situation, but the responsibilities almost have to be reversed, which is a shitty situation.
Or you take two of you to like pay the damn bills nowadays. Unless you guys got some channels and a bomb ass job.
Unless y'all both making $100,000, y'all can't live, really. Y'all can't live if both of y'all ain't making 100K a year. You can't.
Yeah.
Y'all just stuck on struggling.
Tanya said, "Yep, I don't mind paying." And Tanya, you want to come on? Because you chatting. Let me know if you want to come
Yeah,
on.
go
But Tanya
ahead.
said, "Yeah, yeah, yeah. Come on if you want to come in, and I'll sign you in." She said, "Yep, I don't mind paying if he is a good guy, but I'm not going to just start off paying. Me either. I like to be courted. When I tell you, I'm not real traditional, but there's
The
some
thing,
stuff like I'll court you back.
see,
I'll court
that's
you
the
back."
problem. That's the problem. The thing of it is, I know y'all like to be courted. Most women like to be courted because you're a woman. The
Yeah.
problem of we can't court y'all because economically we don't have it. And the dudes that do have it economically know that they have it and they're pieces of shit.
I'm gonna sign her in. Yeah, yeah. Keep going.
The guys that do have it know they have it. And they basically gonna treat you like shit. And that's the choices you got, right?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, but I don't want to. I don't want to be unfair to all the men, but because there are really good guys still out. There's
There's a
still
lot of them.
good guys out there.
I've went through several phases
But
in
what it
life. I've been good guy,
and
bad guy.
there's yeah. I'm signing her in. Hold on.
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't know. I mean, I don't think it's hard to think. Um, think traditional, but there's really some people are like, I ain't doing that. Like he ain't leading, and no.
Exactly.
There's a lot of people that
And in a relationship, that's built into a man that he is supposed to lead. You can't ask somebody to be a
don't forget
protector.
to provide.
Yeah, but you can't ask somebody to be a protector and he's not in front. You get what I'm saying? That means he
Yeah,
leads. You can't ask him to be a protector and he not lead. That means I got to walk in front of you. I'm gonna take these hits and you gonna make it. That's what that means.
yeah, yeah. Hmm. Interesting.
But I mean, it's really, and I keep saying this, it's not this generation's fault. We made some bad choices in the past. We got to stop talking about looking at the problem, saying, "Hey, there's a problem," and say, "Okay, we got to find a solution.
Uh huh.
We got to we got to find a viable solution." So now the question is, what is the solution?
Yeah. What is the solution? You got to kind of pretty much, not to sound like church or nothing, you got to
And that's
die
why
to
we're here.
yourself. Like, if you're not healing, you're never going to be okay. Nowadays, people just jump from relationship to damn relationship. And to me, I don't care if I spent maybe a month with you, I got to process you out. Unless you really were no effect on me, I have to process you out. I can't just skip on. I know to me, it seems like men just jump right up under somebody else. They don't process nothing. Women will process a little bit more. But I can't keep jumping on. I got to make sure you're not re-triggering stuff, like that you put that, all that crap on me from you. Because you come with mess. You come with shit. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I think you have to do the work. You have to individually um do the work. Oh no.
Well, it's built into how we're made. Y'all are receivers. Y'all multiply things. That's just the truth.
That's true. Mhm.
We project things. So however we're feeling or whatever like that, say a breakup or something like that, we let the
Mhm.
world have it. We let the world have it. We'll go to a side chick house and we'll talk about our old lady and shits like that. We do. That's how we do things. It's shitty. It's fucked up, but that's how men work. We don't internalize things. We project it. That's physical and mental. It's how we build. We project it. So it's not that we've moved on. We're still in the process of processing this shit show we just went through.
Yeah.
It's just at this point, this is what I need to help process.
Now, why can't, and I'm not saying all men don't not articulate their feelings well, but a lot of men say that we think you guys don't have feelings. But my thing is, I'm not going to assume you don't have feelings. I know you have feelings, but if you don't act like you have feelings sometimes, then it is going to kind of encourage that thought that you're so hard and so big and bad. Then it takes away from me looking at you all the time like you got some feelings.
Yeah. I mean, we teach, I believe we teach people how to treat us.
We do. We
So
do.
when, just like you said, basically when a man is literally always showing no emotion, what are we teaching people? That we don't have any. We don't
Yeah.
have no emotions. And so pretty soon you're upset because somebody's treating you like you don't have any emotions when you don't show any. You don't show any. Why
Yeah.
are you expecting people to
That's
treat you
true.
like you have? So that part, like I said, we because we didn't have any examples, you know.
Yeah.
And then if you were that type of man, usually you got called gay.
Really?
That's what it was. Well, just more in male circles, we'll call you gay. I'm gonna be honest. That's just like, man, you talking too much. Cut it out. My phone works. But no, we we have to change the way we do things. I'm more talkative just simply because for 40 years of my life, I didn't talk.
What, you just like kept everything in?
Well, I mean, I was born and raised Jehovah Witness, so got that
Hmm.
part. And then I got married early, which was
How
really
early?
23,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I got married, yeah, in early 20s too. Yeah,
which to me
around
is
then.
like one of the hugest mistakes we make.
I
That
think,
and having
oh,
children
too
early.
early.
You
Too
don't even
early.
know who you are by 23.
You don't. Your 20s is your fuck up years. You don't know nothing. No, you and
You
that
don't
person
even
just
have
fucked
a
up
clue.
together.
Exactly. And the thing of it
Hmm.
is, you don't know where you're going to be working. You don't know how you're
If
going to
you're
grow.
working. Because remember, hey, remember back then we didn't have no internet. We didn't have none of
Exactly.
this information
It's
where you
not
could
even
get
about
jobs.
that.
So the struggle was
You
real.
didn't even know what you were truly interested in. What was your passion? I like jazz. I like smoking weed. I like taking care of my old lady and my kids. I like doing shit like that. I'm just
Yeah,
different. I got different things that than when I had those things I liked when I was 23. Basically, I
yeah.
got married off of the simple thought that okay, she's pregnant and we fucking.
And we living together, and everybody in the church is telling you it's better to marry than to burn.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
So you really
Mm.
get married for all these other things, and you're not married to the person you should be with. So by the time you're 30 and you realize that forever's a long time, because
Forever is.
usually,
So okay, let me ask you this. Do you really did you say your own vows or did you say the European man's vows?
man, we went to the justice of the peace.
We did too. We did too because I'm not like the wedding girl. Like I'd rather dress up, but I'm not that
Exactly.
big wedding. That you can invest that money. Bump
I'm not a
that.
rah rah. Exactly. I'm not a rah rah person. So we went to the justice of the peace.
But
You
all
know,
those things that he's writing in the vows, I just oh man, I don't agree with all of them. I
I
don't
agree
agree
with the right person. You don't have any problems with it with the right person.
with
With
the
the
right
wrong
person.
person,
Yeah,
huh? With the
I
wrong
agree
person,
with the
you
right
looking
person.
like, hold up, I know good and well I can't do this with this person. I ain't know this was all in
But do
it.
you
I ain't
really
doing
know
that.
if it's the do you really know if it's the right person though? Of course, when you're getting married, you think and you assume and you want to believe it's the right person. But when life happens, people don't understand marriage is work. Like work. Like you're not always gonna be on the same freaking level. Like you may be all popping and things going good for you, and this person ain't shit working out for them. So now you got to deal, especially if it's the man and the shit ain't working out for the man. Now you're all dealing with kids. Like you wear so many hats, and you're young. You don't know what the hell to do if you don't have the
See, that's
right
the
people
thing. If
guiding
it's
your
the right
ass.
person, the thing of it is, if it's the right person, it's not work. Shit becomes easy.
It's
If
supposed
you're
to
in the,
be.
if you're balanced on a leadership level and a submission level, it's easy. It's easy. If you're not
Yeah.
balanced, it's hard. I don't have a problem changing diapers. Never did. I don't have a problem with getting up 3 in the morning. They're my
See,
kids.
my stomach is weak. I have a very weak stomach. Like I'll throw up if I get too cold. And
Yeah,
so I have if I smell certain smells, I'll start gagging. So changing my own kids was it was a I worked it out, but it was a
yeah.
struggle.
But
I know it's
the thing of it is, like I said, we're so selfish as individuals, and we're not all equally. We have low submission level and we have low leadership level.
oh yeah.
So now
Yeah.
we're in an imbalanced state. Now submission produces leadership. Leadership. It just does. Because he's gonna fuck up, and we're well aware that you're suffering with us through our fuck ups. We're well
You
aware of
guys
that.
are aware. I mean, but it just depends. Like, dang, like how long do I have to suffer? He has to be reciprocating something back. If it's like we're going through some hard
And we're
times,
sitting
you
there
better be
thinking,
loving on
man,
me and all kind of stuff. For
the
I
thing of
can't.
it is, just like I'm gonna be honest, when you fucking up, you just ain't sexually. You're not in that mind space to be loving and sexual, and you're just not. When you fucking up and you know everybody's suffering for you, you're not in that mind space to say, "Oh yeah, let's put on some Marvin Gaye."
Okay, but if you're with the right one, I'm sure she can make you feel better.
The
I'm
thing of it
sure.
is, when you with the right type of person, and it's literally
Hmm.
balanced, and she's gonna,
Yeah,
she understands that you fucked up because she's shown she's submissive, and you're gonna show that I'm gonna make a different decision. It might be wrong too, but we gonna keep on pressing forward. See, when you show
yeah,
that, that's that level of understanding that, hey, look, I know you're gonna fuck up, and that should be a vow that a woman gives a man. Hey, look, I know you're gonna fuck up, but I got you.
that sounds so harsh.
No, because the thing of it is, it's harsh, but it's real. You're gonna fuck up, but I got you. The only thing I ask is you got me. See,
Yeah, but
that's
then
real.
yeah, that's some real stuff. But
That's real. To death do you part, through sickness and health, all that stuff. That stuff sounds. You say, hey, look, I'm gonna fuck up. You're gonna fuck up. I know you're gonna fuck up, but I got you. See, that's real.
yeah, yeah,
See,
I don't know.
now that sets a different standard. That sets a different standard because all that stuff is stuff you're not in control of. But that
That's true.
statement, you're in control of. You're totally in control of that. That I got you. You gonna fuck up, I'm gonna fuck up, but I got you.
Okay, Tanya, Tanya's back. She said, "Fuck up how?" Yeah, it's a lot of different kind of fuck ups. That's why I'm sitting here thinking, like, what you're saying is good, but it just depends. Like, until you really been in some damn trenches with somebody, like, you know how bad shit can get. Okay, and so when you're trying to stick it in, but when is it time to like pull out? Like, especially
The truth of
if
it
you're
is,
the stronger
when
one
it's time
because
to
of everything
when it's
going on.
time to pull out is when it's a fuck up all the fucking time, and you just ain't getting no fucking better, bro. And that's on each side. You ain't getting no better. You ain't getting no better, and she's not getting no more understanding. It's time to say, hey, look, this ain't gonna work. This ain't gonna work.
But mm, even in dating, I don't think people communicate like that, and that's one of the main problems in marriages too. In relationships in general, people don't talk. People don't communicate. They don't. I don't want to
They,
say because you need to be comfortable with uncomfortable conversations. You need to be comfortable
they talk.
having the what is it, uncomfortable conversations. Because if I know where
They
you're
don't.
at mentally, I do have you. I will say I got you. But if you're all over the place and you're switching around or you switch up and now you want to go to the next girl and then you think you can come back, like all that to me is like some crazy toxic crap like that nobody wants to deal with. So
Well, that's where you got to be honest at the beginning of a relationship. And the thing of it is, we honestly feel like we can't be honest with y'all because truth of it is, most of the time, y'all are emotional and y'all completely blow up. So that's the start of the not the dishonest cycle.
but what kind of honesty you saying?
The truth
What
of
are
it
you
is,
saying?
sometimes we just don't know.
And we don't know either.
Yeah, but the thing of it is, you expecting me to lead. I can't say I don't know.
You can say you don't know. And if she
Not
knew
with,
you, she
not,
probably knows you
not,
didn't have no kind of leadership skills. Like
no.
some men can just naturally lead, even in like the fucked up shit. They could just naturally
If
still
I fill out,
lead.
this is how men think. If I fill out for a job and say, I need a supervisor for X, Y, and Z. That means I need you to basically be able to lead anything below you. So the
Yeah.
expectation that we have is, I got to be able to lead this person. That's why women that are professional and do well and stuff like that, they seem to always have some sort of trouble attracting men, right? Or keeping
Why is
men.
that?
Simply because I'm looking at this woman. She's obviously pretty good at fucking leading. I don't need all that pressure trying to fucking lead her.
So wait, so wait. Are you saying that if she is like, oh, doing good and she got her shit together, you're gonna be like, that's pressure on me?
You're hiring
I mean,
me.
like you, pressure on you.
You're hiring me to be your supervisor, right?
Yeah, that
Think
is
about
kind
it
of
in those
true.
terms. If you think about it in those terms, it makes perfect sense, right?
That's true. Oh
You're
no,
hiring me to be your supervisor,
that's true.
and you do the job better
Man.
than me. You're doing the job better than me.
Okay, so wait, let me be clear. Let me be clear. So you're saying that if the girl has her shit together, you're not going to want to be with her because
It's not
the
that I
pressure's going to
don't
be on
want
you.
to be with her. That I have to. You have to give me a different leadership role, or facilitate me getting to this level that you're already on, to where I can lead you properly. I'm not there.
Is that really the woman's responsibility?
It's not your responsibility, but this is where we are. The roles got reversed, and this is where we at. That's like point blank us having a test, like we discussed before, and we all looking and saying this. It's 20 problems on the test. Instead of somebody saying, is it my responsibility to write the name? Is it my responsibility to to put the check mark there? What the thing of it is, the responsibilities have to change because the dynamics change.
Yeah.
The job dynamics totally changed. We're not in an economic place anymore to do certain things. We're not in those leadership roles anymore because half of us are in jail.
So I don't even know what a solution for that would be. So if I came across a guy, good guy, and he was in the process, I'll say, of getting his shit together, like what am I supposed to am I supposed to leave you
Just
alone? Because I don't
no,
want to raise at my age, I don't want to raise a man. I don't want to raise any more of these
you're
dudes. I
not
don't want to build
raising.
a
You're
bear. I
not
don't want to put
raising a
you back
man.
together. Hmm?
Men are prideful. How you do that? Okay, you got to give him some, or make him feel that he's in a leadership role somewhere in your life that he can be good at. Obviously, making money ain't it. You already got
That's like the main thing. Making money. So if he doesn't make
that.
money, that puts
But
all
the
the
thing of
pressure
it
on the
is,
girl.
maybe it is his point blank. He's in charge of all spiritual growth in the house. He got to feel necessary.
What if his spiritual life's all fucked up? Then we all gonna be fucked up.
Trust me, if you give us, if you say, hey, look, I'm not really a Christian, whatever. You show us where you lacking and say, hey, look, you're in charge of that. I need our house whole to a certain degree. Whether it don't matter if he's Muslim, wherever you want to lead us spiritually, but he got to be able to lead some sort of way.
Yeah. Okay, Tanya said, I'm not going through all the fuck ups. I don't want to go through at my age. I don't want to go through any more fuck ups either. Like, say what it is in the beginning. Like, I'm giving you a couple of months or whatever. And if we ain't hitting it off, I'm out. I don't have the time to waste anymore. Then
I'm
she
gonna
said,
put it
I
like,
agree, there is. She said, there's pressure on the guy and then to help him. Yeah, I guess
yeah,
it just depends on the guy.
yeah. And I think there are sisters that understand that the problem, and they're doing that. The truth of it is, my sister is dating a guy that's in jail. Obviously, she gets it, right? The
Why do you
problem
say
of it
that?
is, she's dating a guy in jail. Point blank, she sends him money. she understands that he's not in that place to where economically he doesn't have that footing. And women would date a guy in jail. I'm not dating no chick in jail. I'm sorry. I'm just not doing it.
Me either. Not because not to be fucked up. I just think when people when they get out, they're not going to just want you. No matter how great you are in your glory, they're not going to just want you. So if you're the
Hmm.
type to say, "Hey, I'm going to give you that time to find you," but I can't be faithful to you in jail and not live my life like that means I'm putting that's self-sacrificing. I'm putting my pleasures and all that I am. I'm holding it for you in jail. And that's
Hmm.
not to be fucked up. Now, if you're married or something, you got to stick that shit out. But if you're if there's no
Hmm.
rings or nothing, I'm kind of like we got to talk about this shit because
Yeah.
I don't see
But
the
my
perks
point
in
of
it.
it is give him a responsibility, something he's responsible for. The reason why he comes out and he fucks all up is because literally he's basically you his mama now.
Yeah. Mm.
You his mama now. You buying him clothes. You bought him a PlayStation. He ain't got no
You
responsibility.
are the mom. You are the mom.
My
And
point
that's
of
just
it is
taking you out of your roles. Like just all the pressure of everything. Now
give
she
him a
doesn't have a leader.
responsibility,
And now
something he's
she turns into a
responsible
wife.
for in the house, whether it's
Oh,
balancing the checkbook.
so you're just
Look,
saying give him something,
give him a
something.
responsibility because men are prideful. We're
Yeah,
prideful.
you are very.
We gotta have a sense of pride. And if we don't have that, we're gonna fuck up a lot. We are. That's just what it
Mm,
is. We're gonna fuck up a lot because we don't like and nobody likes facing being a disappointment all the time.
yeah. You got to
You walk
really be like
into
a
a house,
strong girl to really encourage because when man those
don't you
tough
ain't gotta
times
encourage
like
him.
you start
Give
looking
him
like
something he can lead at. 9 times out of 10, he was religious while he was in jail. Know what you in charge of the
what would you
spirituality?
okay what you mean? Okay, so if you're in the house, it's you and the guy, and he ain't doing so good, but you're doing great, and you're saying give him something to do. His mom, what? He can't take care of the kids in the house? That's my
He could
kind of
take care
dude.
of the kids. He could take care of the kids in
That's
the
good.
house.
I got
That's your
that.
responsibility. If he can't handle that responsibility, you gotta fucking go. It's that
Yeah.
simple.
Tanya said, wait, the guy shouldn't be fucking up a lot. But man, nowadays, I mean, just growing up, because we grew up together. Like we were like that was the thing to do at that age. You're just fucking up, trying to find your way. So that goes back to saying, like, are you gonna stick it out with this dude or are you gonna bounce? I just think at this age, I don't want to do a lot of fixing. Like you gotta come with some shit. You have to come with some good shit. I don't want to be your mom. At this
I'm gonna be
age,
honest.
I want to be your
How old are you?
grandma, your
How old are
mama,
you?
your auntie.
How old are you? If you don't
I'm
mind me asking, I'm
47.
43.
No,
Okay.
I don't have a problem with my age.
You're probably gonna be married in a year or two. That's true.
I don't know why people keep pushing marriage off on me. He has
No,
to
I'm gonna
be
just
sent
be
from the
honest.
heavens above.
Basically, the prime time, and this is, like I said, I have extreme views. Usually women are going to get married in their 20s or they're going to get married in their 40s or their 50s. Mainly because you either have no kids or your kids are grown.
Oh my god, they're teenagers.
And that's just how we think as men. That's just the truth. I
I
think you
did
have
read
some,
something saying that now people are getting later, they're marrying later.
yeah,
So
that's two
is
phases.
it
I got a
yeah,
bunch of
because it's
friends.
probably like you're old and I'm old, so let's just do it. Is it like really some real love stuff?
No, no, the truth of it is it's real love, but it's realistic love. It's
Really?
realistic
Why?
now because we don't have these fairy tale mindsets anymore. We're not trying to be the Huxtables anymore. You know,
Mm.
we're not trying to be Family Matters anymore. We realize that these things were just TV shows now.
Yeah.
So now we
Yeah. But
understand
you lived.
you've lived, you know how to handle and interact on your everyday, day-to-day basis, how to actually see where somebody's not strong and say, you know what, I'll be strong for that person there. And
And
you see where this
maneuver through
person,
this world.
huh?
And maneuver through this world. Like
Exactly.
if I would have known the shit that I know, like business wise, school wise, everything, man, I would have been on it when I was younger. But we don't grow
Yeah.
up in households that focus on,
Well,
and
if you
that's
think
traditional
about it,
stuff.
that's why Solomon asked for wisdom when he became king. That's why he asked for that, to basically know what people know late while I'm young. Smartest thing he
Yeah,
could have asked
yeah.
for. Smartest thing he could have
Oh
asked
my,
for.
yeah,
Because basically, I have the ability to know what you know at 50 at 14.
yeah.
Now, the problem of it is you got to realize too that if God gives you something like that, it's probably going to drive you crazy, which Solomon went mad. So, so be thankful. It takes time to acquire this stuff.
It does.
But I don't think late love is less love than early love. It's
It's
more
probably
mature.
better though.
It
Yes,
is. It's
like it ain't
mature.
nothing. Oh, mature love. Oh God, that's a whole different beast. Yeah,
Exactly. So I tell my kids all the time, don't get married or have kids until you're at least 30.
at least. But
At
some people think
least.
that's old.
That's
Some
not.
people want to like be out and don't be a grandma all young. That's
No.
old.
The thing of it is, you've gotten all the play out of you to where you could be a quality parent. Y'all gonna duke that shit out after 30. Y'all gonna suck that shit up. You gonna suck it up, y'all gonna have a drink and talk about it on the back porch. At 24, you're not doing that.
Mm-mm. You fussing and fighting.
Exactly.
The
You're
drama of
getting
it
back at each
all.
other. And by the time you're 30, you're jaded.
Oh yeah. Oh
You're
yeah.
good and jaded.
But you're jaded, but then you continue to be jaded because of all of the disappointment that you encounter.
Well, the thing of it is, you're so jaded after your 20s, and you're so distrusting that anything disappoints you. Anything,
Not anything.
damn near. The truth of it is, by your 40s, you realize what matters. You realize what
What's
matters.
important? Yeah,
Exactly.
that's true.
By your 20s, you done got cheated on 50 times. By your 30s, you like, I ain't gonna deal with one motherfucker fucking up one time and blah blah. I know my worth and
Oh
everything.
God. It'd be stages. Oh, it'd be stages.
Exactly. By your 40s, you like, man, I ain't stressing over that shit. I don't check no phones. I don't want to check no phone. What the
Not
fuck
at
I don't
all.
hurt me.
Listen, if I have to want to check your phone, I don't need to be with you. I don't do the checking
Exactly.
phone thing.
Exactly.
Mm-mm.
That's the whole point. By your 40s, you like, I know what matters. I know who got my back and who don't got my back. Yeah, that motherfucker gonna
You
fuck
sure
up. I'm gonna
do.
fuck up, and we gonna keep it pushing.
And you're quicker to let people go. Like not to
Yep.
be mean, but cutting a bull off. Like before I just be like,
Hmm.
oh, I'm gonna pray for him.
You're more
Now
decisive.
I need to
You're more
cut him off.
decisive. You could
Yeah.
sniff out bullshit really quick.
Yeah.
And you're more
Not always
decisive by
quick.
then.
Not always quick because you guys are good
And the truth
actors.
of it is, we've grown up by then.
No, you
We've
haven't.
grown up, huh?
No, y'all, not you, but no, a lot of men haven't.
Yeah, we have. I'm gonna just
You've
be honest
grown
with you. Yeah,
up,
we have.
you've grown up, but in some areas, very much lacking.
The problem of it is, just like we have low selection, y'all have low selection. We
Mm,
go out, right? We go out and we're partying and stuff, right?
Yeah.
And then basically, well, we looking at all these rejects we don't want, while all the good women at home in her pajamas eating a cup of ice. I'm sick of this.
Yeah, because most decent girls, they don't be out in the streets. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with going out with your
But the thing
friends,
of it
but
is, so what is he? What does he have to choose from? And we already can't talk too good.
but we
I
feel,
can.
wait a minute, we feel the same way.
Y'all go
We
out
do.
and
The
y'all go with
pickings is
seven other
slim.
chicks. If the good ones go out, they go out with seven other chicks. So
Yeah.
basically, now I gotta go in here and literally I gotta pull the one I want out and all this thing. Man, that's way too much stuff. Can't y'all
Yeah.
tell out? Ain't nobody what you want somebody to break in your house and talk to you?
Well, that's kind of the good thing about social media too. There is good and there's bad because you get to connect with different people in different states and zip codes.
You
So
know,
you're not used to. You don't think that's good?
the thing of it
I'm
is
talking
social
about just
media.
getting to know people. I
So
mean, you can
you
find
can't really
girls.
get to know somebody unless you watch them, unless you are there personally. And that's why social
Hmm.
media relationships really don't naturally last. It's just a basic situationship. I like the color blue. Let's fuck. Okay, cool. That's really what it is. That's
Hmm.
y'all gonna just get about five things that y'all got in common and be like, ooh, that turned me on. Ooh, that turned me on too.
People do
And next thing
rush.
you know,
People rush. Mm.
but the thing with it is getting out and socially interacting with people, you know who you're dealing with now.
Yeah, but a lot of people don't feel comfortable going out, especially nowadays. Like dating has to really be hard because you
Why
got the
can't
damn
get that?
pandemic
Just
shit,
go out and get a drink. I go out, I've went out and got a drink by myself. Go out and get a drink.
and
You're
you've
not
met
giving.
people, you've met girls.
Yeah, I've met people. I've met people on
Oh,
social media. You know what I'm saying?
okay.
The reality of it is nothing trumps first person social interaction because now you really get to see what this person's energy really is.
Mm-hmm. You gotta watch them.
I mean, instead of basically
Yeah.
saying, I like oysters, I like oysters, you want to come over? That's really what you're doing on social media.
Come over. That's called
That is
fucking
the,
chill.
huh?
That's called
Yeah,
fucking chill.
yeah, that's pretty much a
Until you
sip and
get tired
stroke.
of my
And,
ass.
yeah,
Because that's how it be working.
and the thing of it is, usually it is usually one time, and that's a wrap. One, two times, and that's a wrap.
And then you move on to the next.
Because
Ew. That's why
exactly,
you just can't. You can't. Not too soon. I always say, hey, you can wait because I'm sure you're doing it to somebody else anyway. You're not about to rush
well,
my. You're not going to rush me.
the thing of
Hell
it
no.
is, we gotta, like I said, we gotta stop being so selfish and we want it now type situation. It's
Yeah.
wrecking us, just wrecking us all together. You
So
know,
basically, you're saying we don't have any patience. What to like
we
get to
don't have
know
any patience.
other
We
people?
want it now, and we want it to always be completely in our favor. It's not gonna always be completely in your favor,
Yeah, and you
and
ain't
that's
gonna
on
find
both
nobody
sides.
perfect either.
Yeah, you're not
It's
gonna.
just
You just
I always say I always say it's what of the how much of the shit you can take from somebody. Like, and
yeah.
I don't mean tolerating, but for real, like, is this gonna get on my nerves? Like, oh, you chew cute now, but a couple of months from now, is that shit gonna get on my nerves?
Yes, it
Like,
is.
little shit gets
It
on my
is.
nerves.
It is. I'm gonna just
You
be
have to
real with you.
really like that person and be in tune with that person
Exactly.
before
It's
you move
whatever it
forward.
is you think is cute at first is gonna suck later. It just
It could be
is.
an irritant later. Yeah,
It's not. It
it really.
can. Eventually is.
Yeah,
It
it
really
gets like
is.
that. Yeah.
One
Well, let
minute
me
you're
ask
gonna
you
be like,
this: since we, I don't know, I don't think it's a traditional role how you guys navigate through dating, but how do you feel about um Okay, how do you feel about ending things with people? Do you think that it's right to just let it end, or do you think that you should talk it out, or how do you do that? Because a lot of
Me
people are.
personally, I'm gonna be honest. However it has, if it needs to end, however it has to end. I don't believe in all the closure deal. If you decide to end it, then
Really?
no, the disrespect was the closure. That's it.
Yeah, I posted that, but and you okay? Realistically, I get it. The closure was your raggedy ass disrespect, but it's like, dang,
Exactly.
it just puts you in a state like I know I'm not fucked up. Like, what happened, or why are you not taking accountability for your choices of moving on? I'm talking about if you have some kind of connection, not like just like dating. Like I went on 2 dates with this dude. I'm saying actually
Yeah,
having
you're friends with
something.
somebody. You're with
Yeah,
somebody.
like it was a vibe. It was like a little connection. So you don't want closure. Like so if you want to not be with that girl, you're just gonna leave and not say nothing?
Um, I'm gonna explain to her. I'll tell her why, and I'm gonna be very, very respectful in how I tell her why. If she wants me to be expound, it's probably gonna get confrontational. And if I
Why?
don't, because nobody likes rejection.
I think it's how you do it. She's not gonna like it no matter what.
No,
But
because
dang.
to be respectful, especially with a woman, y'all are emotionally driven. The truth of it is, she's not gonna like hearing anything other than she's not perfect. She just ain't, isn't.
Or what was wrong with me?
Or that
That's
I
not true.
feel you can't say, hey, I feel like this person may be better suited for me. So I don't want to
Oh,
do this anymore.
that would be horrible. And it's the truth too.
Exactly.
Oh,
So you
oh,
try to be respect, but it's true.
that's not
It's true.
ghosting isn't respectful. No, disappearing isn't respectful on both sides, man and
I
woman.
didn't
It
say
is not
disappear.
respectful.
I said basically tell her in a very respectful manner. Now, if that's not gonna work, then you give me the other
If
option.
she starts flipping over tables, that's what your ass gives. You say some shit
And
like
the
that.
thing of it is, if you're dealing with somebody like that, then I suggest that you don't tell them and you just move the hell on. Some
You
things
know
are
he went
right based
crazy.
exactly. Some things are right for the right situation.
Yeah, yeah. Everybody's different. You got to move different with people.
Exactly. Nothing is absolute. Nothing is absolute. With one person, you might be able to sit down at a table and tell them, hey, look, this is the reason why. For another person, you might have to send them a text message.
Oh God, that's a. I mean, it's better than ghosting. But you know what? Certain people have said that I'm the Terry McMillan of text, and it's not that. I just think when you write your feelings down, that's forcing the other person to really see how you feel. Because like if I'm telling you, hey, like you hurt me, blah blah blah, you're probably gonna cut me off, or I'm not gonna get my full thought out, or I say it wrong. But when you sit there and actually text somebody and take your time, I would rather receive a text from a guy than nothing at all.
Mm-hmm.
If you, because a lot of guys don't
Yeah,
want to
the
hurt your
ghosting
feelings,
part ain't
but
cool.
you're a lot of guys don't want to hurt your feelings, but damn, you're still hurting my feelings by either leaving with her or not wanting to be with me for whatever reason. You're still gonna hurt my feelings. So do the
Yeah.
text. I would prefer face to face or verbal, like on the. I don't even really want to do over the phone, but you may be dealing with people all over the place. But I would rather see your face. I want you to look me in my face and be like, "You are not the one." I'm going with homegirl.
The truth of it is when you do that, but I mean, you got three different things that could happen. Either somebody's gonna be understanding, which is very seldom. Two,
Yeah,
they're gonna be violent, which is about 40 to 50% of the time. Or
yeah, yeah, yeah.
y'all gonna end up fucking and I'm gonna take all this shit back.
That's true. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's true. That is true because all she gotta do is probably start crying. Like you know what I mean?
Exactly. And you gonna feel
That's
the heat
true.
coming off of her. and she's gonna feel the heat coming off of you because it's an emotional
Yeah, I want to
situation.
be with you, but I don't want to be with you.
Exactly. So now y'all fucking, and now y'all back at square one, and y'all both just said y'all really don't want
Still
to be there.
dysfunctional, still toxic. He was
Now
trying to
it's
get out
toxic.
for the both of us.
Exactly. I'm trying to get out, and now you didn't talk me
Yeah,
back in.
that's true. That's true. Oh God. Oh my God. Okay, we've been on a long time, Joseph. I
So
have to
that's
get
why
ready.
people you get ghosted or text because I've identified that you're not the violent type. Once I've identified you're not the violent type, then you got to be the other type. You
Yeah,
got to be
that's
the other
true.
type. That means basically we're about to be intimate when I tell you this. And basically, what's gonna happen is we're gonna basically we're gonna start the relationship over with baggage, and now it becomes a toxic relationship.
Hmm.
It's
Yeah.
just a big
And a
cycle.
lot of times you don't, it is a cycle. A lot of times you're not gonna know um who this person really is. I would say a good year in. I gotta see you in all your like seasons. I need to see you mad, happy, sad. I need to see you in all of that. Then I can make a decision if I want to like really deal with you. But then that's contradiction because I don't want to waste time either. Like in a couple of months, if you don't know what you want to do, you already made your decision. But then you don't
Yeah.
want to rush. So I don't know.
But the thing of it is, if a man really likes you, usually we know him probably 6 months. That's the honest truth.
Yeah,
And,
yeah, I learned
and
that this
because I
year.
mean the
Yeah.
Leo in me is very decisive. The Leo in me is very decisive. I know literally in three. It's cut and dry.
I don't even want to ask the same damn question because it's been the whole talk of the year. Then why do you guys still stay with the girl and you know she's not the one? Why do you wait so long to make your
You already
decision?
know the answer to that.
I know,
Why do why
but
do
it's fucked up.
hunters why do hunters shoot 2 point deers? It's the same answer.
Ooh, I don't know.
I gotta eat.
What? Because they can?
I
What?
gotta eat. Sex is mandatory for us. I gotta eat. I gotta eat. And I'm eating here.
So wait, let me be clear. So you're saying that you guys, because to me, it's like you're justifying you guys'
I'm
behavior.
not justifying it.
So you're
I'm
saying
not
we should just
justifying.
accept that you guys
That's how
want a lot
we
of women?
process it. I gotta eat. I know it's an inconvenient truth. I gotta eat.
You know what? You know what some of the guys in here said? They said, you know what's better than good pussy? Nude pussy. Ugh! What the hell?
That's
Oh my
true.
god!
That's true.
But it's fucked up because we can't. Then we should be able to say that too. Mm, you
Why
guys are too
can't you?
much
Why can't you?
because then you're labeled as a whore.
No, we're
You
gonna
should.
leave.
This would have been good with Daesh because she's one of those girls. She's like, if I want you, I want you, and that's what it is. And until I
The
get
thing
my
of it
main
is,
man,
the rules from it's true. I'm not gonna lie to you and say it's not true. It's not true. Y'all emotionally driven. We're physically driven.
okay, yeah,
So with y'all develop a stronger attachment to the person that you're dealing with from that state, right?
okay, yeah.
So you don't want no other dick. True?
Not if it's good and I like them.
Exactly. You don't want no other one. We're not built that way. We're not built that way. We're not built like y'all.
Okay,
We're just
I
not.
just think that is the biggest excuse.
It's not the excuse.
I'm
We're not
surprised you
built
didn't say,
that way.
"Oh, go all the way back in time when we used to hunt and when we used to have all these multiple wives." It's not in our DNA. You didn't say any
Yeah,
of
it
that.
is. It is in our DNA. It
I
is.
think all this stuff is part of y'all handbook.
It's not. It's
I
not.
just
It's in your DNA. It's in your DNA. That's why you watch fishing shows and guys literally catch a fish and throw it back and then they go catch another fish. Right?
did you just compare
I
the
don't,
fishing
but you got to
and you
realize
throw it and wait a
that's
minute and you said and you throw it back.
that is how we think. It's fucked
I
up.
know.
I'm not
I
saying it's
know.
fucked up, but it's how we think. If it's not the one I want, I throw it
Tanya,
back.
I want you, Tanya. It's not in your DNA. It's part of the handbook. Like I feel like they have regurgitated this so much. Like if it's in your DNA, it's in my DNA.
That's why there was rules set though. Back then they understood this was part of a man's DNA. This is how he's built. So if you're gonna catch that fish, you gotta keep that fish. See, that's
Okay.
basically what the Bible, the Quran, all that is telling you. If you catch that fish, you gotta keep that fish. And you
And
gotta
what's
take
wrong with
care
keeping
of
that
that fish.
fish? What's wrong with that?
If you catch that woman, you gotta keep that woman. You gotta take care of that woman. And if you catch
Yeah.
another one, if you catch another one, you have to do the exact same thing for her.
Oh, what do you mean? Like some polygamy stuff?
When you talk about
Or
that's literally the original form of marriage. I mean, I know y'all nobody likes that, but that's the
let me
original
ask
form of
you,
marriage.
both ways, right?
Yeah, I'm cool with it
Huh.
both ways.
Okay.
I'm cool with it both ways. But I know you're
Okay,
not
Tanya.
built to do the
Yeah, I agree.
hmm?
Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on real quick. She Tanya said that they feel that gives them a right to cheat because it's in their DNA. I think so too.
It doesn't give us a
It's
right
like
to
I
cheat.
kind of can agree, but then I'm like, I don't think that shit
The,
is real.
the truth of it is
It's none of
80% of men are polygamous. 80% of men are polygamous and 80% of women are bisexual. That is true.
it might be.
Men don't grab each other titties. We don't kiss each other. We don't grab each other ass.
I don't do that either, my friend.
We don't get naked in front of each other.
That's
I have
true.
never invited one of my homeboys in my bedroom. That's gay. That's totally fucking gay.
Yeah, but the thing of it is I'm not going to invite her in butt ass naked. But if I'm changing or
No,
something, who
but
cares?
y'all will change in front of each other. You be like, girl, this look better on you than it look on me. You take that. We don't share clothes. That's gay. It's fucking gay.
No, brothers share clothes. Really, like yeah, they
Brothers
share
do,
clothes.
friends don't.
Or oh,
Girlfriends
so you're
share
not saying
clothes.
like if you would so if you went over one of your guy friends' house or whatever, and y'all about to go out, and you're like, oh no, and he got some tight ass clothes, and you're not going to be like, oh, I'm wearing this jacket tonight. You're not going to do
Fuck
that.
no. Fuck no. That means
I'm
I gotta
just
go in his
asking.
that means one, I gotta go in his bedroom. Two, I gotta be in his closet. Boy, you better give me
Come
6
on.
feet. Boy, you better give me 6 feet.
Oh, I
Men
don't
do
know
not
about that.
interact that way. Men do not interact that way. We don't. We
I'm not a
don't.
guy, so I don't know. I can't even debate.
We don't. You don't. I'm gonna be honest. If you were dating a guy that interacted that way, you'd be questioning his sexuality. If he grabbed his
Not at
homeboy,
all.
yeah, you would. If he grabbed his
Oh yeah,
homeboy,
if you're doing that,
exactly.
yeah, yeah. If you're doing that, but not going in his room and getting some clothes or something like that, no.
Boy, I'm not putting nothing on that you, man. I'm gonna give me a jacket just like that. That's what I'm gonna say.
Yeah, that's where it should be. No, I don't know. It's so many rules. I don't know.
The
It's too
truth
many
of it
rules.
that is the case. Men are built a certain way and women are built a certain way. And
Okay.
no matter how far society goes along, those rules are gonna stay the same. This is how we're built.
But you still didn't really answer my question. It just seems like when you guys talk all this stuff, oh, it's from the from back in the day. Oh, it's in their DNA. All this stuff. When you say this, it really sounds like you're trying to justify cheating.
No, it's
So
not
we should just be
justifying
okay with
cheating.
you guys going all over the place.
No, because if he's protecting and providing, he doesn't have time to be running all over the place.
Yeah, if he's doing his job, but some of them
If
trust
he's
they don't
doing
want
his
to just
job.
cheat.
So what I'm saying is I'm cool with polygamy either way. The truth of it is polygamy can only work one way because how
Which
you're
is
built is you're going to become more attached to that guy. You're not going to be able to finish that part of the deal. You know what I'm saying? You might be able to do it in spurts, but you're not going to be able to consistently do that. A man,
mm,
because we don't attach emotions to sex, we don't.
you use that too. You use that too. Okay. Um.
I don't
So
use
Tanya
that.
said, "No, I'm gonna talk on it. Hold on." So Tanya said, "So if he has time, he can cheat." Is that what you're saying?
The thing of it is, the reality of it is, if he has more time and he has more opportunities, he's gonna cheat. He's
Oh
gonna do
yeah,
that. That's
yeah.
the truth. Or he's gonna be honest with you, and you're gonna be polygamous.
And that's
That's
my
just what
thing.
it is.
Just do that. I would rather do be like, oh, I want to get with you, but
And this is where
I practice
I
polygamy.
said, this is where I said, honestly, men don't know who y'all really are. Because if I give you the option of that, you're probably gonna be cool with that secondary option.
No, I don't know about that
But
shit.
you ain't gonna
I
be
love
happy about it.
honesty. No,
You're gonna love the
but you
honesty,
know what?
you'll still respect it.
I would rather, a guy, if I had the choice to not find out, I would rather not know. That's so much. And I know y'all can't take a girl cheating on y'all, but you guys expect us to take y'all back. I
That's
would rather
bullshit.
not know. I would rather
That's
not know.
bullshit. I was married for 10
What?
years,
What
honestly, and I
happened?
got cheated. I'm gonna be honest, I was married for 10 years. I got cheated on with people I knew, people I didn't knew,
Oh, when
dykes,
you
everything.
stayed,
Huh?
you stayed, you
Yeah.
stayed.
It's more men than
Oh
you know
wow!
of
See,
that
I
actually
haven't.
stay. It's more men than you know of
Oh,
that actually
see,
stay. You got homegirls.
really?
Let's just be real. You got homegirls right now cheating on their old man. And he
No,
know.
no, no. That's not true. That's not true. No.
Everybody got a homegirl that's cheating. Everybody.
I
Everybody got a
don't have a
homeboy that's
homegirl.
cheating.
They're not with anybody to cheat. I ain't got no homegirl that the ones that are married, they ain't that kind of girl. No. No. I don't have that many girlfriends. Like my
I'm
close,
gonna put it
close
like
friends,
this
they
here.
ain't doing that shit.
Give me fucking a month and show me your married girlfriends and watch what the fuck I show you.
What does that mean?
You know what the hell that means. Don't play
No, no,
crazy.
no, 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 break that down. What are you saying?
Because men and women are exactly the same. We just try to act like we're different. Ain't nothing new. Ain't nothing better than pussy but new pussy. And every so often, when this is said, the outside dick keep them hoes sick. He was telling the truth.
Now that's a generalization. I never
That is
cheated.
not a
But let me tell
generalization.
you, well, okay, I'm gonna tell you it's not all women, and let me tell you why. I was married. I was with him 24 years and never cheated. And I got cheated on. Okay. And I stayed. So
Okay.
that's not true. And hey, can't
It's
nobody in
not
this
an
house say
absolute.
they messed
It's
with me
not
while
an
I was married.
absolute. It's
What'd you
not
say?
an absolute. There are no absolutes. There are no absolutes.
What do you
Everybody's
mean by
not.
that?
There's nothing that you could say when you talk about relationships that's an absolute. Everybody's looking for absolute answers. There's no absolute answers. I can't give
Tanya
you an
said,
absolute answer.
wait, Joseph. Tanya said that's not true. Don't listen to him, Janice.
What?
I don't think it's true too. All women, I know a lot of you guys, it's the generalization is just too much. You can't
Okay.
say all women. I am not a cheater, dude. I'm not.
That's what
And from
I've
what I
never said
know of
all
knowing
women.
Tanya, I don't think she's a
I
cheater.
never said. Remember I said 80%. 80% leaves a margin of error.
A margin of error.
That's
You
what
just
it
want to
does.
believe women are messed up.
I believe people are messed up. I didn't say women.
People
You're
are.
taking
People are
you're
very.
taking it as I'm saying women when I'm saying absolutely people. People are messed up. And until we
Yeah,
understand that people are messed up, that while we was
people are
watching the
very
Cosby show, you gotta realize while we were watching the Cosby show, Cliff Huxtable was slipping shit in women's drinks.
You
He
ain't
was
right. You ain't
while we
right.
were watching, it's
But
the
you know
truth.
what? Let me ask you: Can you separate? Can you separate the artist for their crime? Like I
I
can't
can
do it with
separate
R.
it.
Kelly, and R. Kelly was so
I
dope.
can.
But
I made three
I
kids to
can't.
R.
I do
Kelly.
love Michael. You still listen to
I'm
R. Kelly?
Man, I knew who R. Kelly was in the 90s when he married Aaliyah, and I was still listening to him. Now all of a sudden we're in a culture that decides R. Kelly's negative. I'm not gonna throw away.
Now he's
I don't
bad.
see nothing wrong. I'm not throwing away. Keep it on the down low. I'm not throwing away.
Yeah,
Keep it half on a baby. I'm not throwing that shit away. I separate the artist from his actions.
yeah.
People don't know
I don't
Beethoven
know.
was a freak.
I can't with him for some reason. I can't with
I can't.
Michael,
I
and I
can't.
can't with
Everybody, you got to realize this is the first 100 years in human history where it's been illegal for a grown man to fuck a 14-year-old. It's the
Mm.
first 100 years in human history. Think about that. As fucked up as it is, that is a fact.
Yeah, it probably used to happen all the time, but especially in slavery. Yeah,
It's
that
not
was
just in slavery. It was before slavery. Point blank, by
yeah,
14, 15 years old, she was married and she probably was
yeah,
pregnant.
yeah.
This is
That's
the
true.
first 100 years in human history that it's been illegal to fuck a 14-year-old. Now, I don't see anything
But it
sexually
should be
attractive
though.
about it.
It should
The
be.
thing
There's
of it
nothing on
is,
that
you're dealing
child
with somebody, you're dealing with a man that still has a child's mindset. So that's what's equal to him.
in a perversion. Yeah,
I'm going to be
yeah, that's
honest.
much.
I don't want to have to teach you nothing. I'm going to just be honest. I want you to be already nasty. That's my honest truth. That means a 14-year-old is not going to do the nasty stuff a 40-year-old is going to do.
Not well now it is shit. Now it is
No, no,
nowadays.
no, no.
No.
She's not gonna do it with the same energy. Let's just keep it honest. She's not. It's a whole
With all
different
this
thing.
social media shit.
The truth of it
Yeah.
doesn't matter. I thought I was
So
Ron
why?
Germany.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I thought I was Ron Germany at 14. I saw all the porns. I thought I
Oh,
was,
you used to watch him with his ugly, nasty, short.
yeah, but man, look. I mean, I thought I was Jake Steed. I thought I was all them. I watched all the tapes.
Yeah, they used to be on what is it, VHS?
Yeah. I watched the old
They
nasty
did.
woman on HBO late at night that tell you how to give head
Yeah,
and all that stuff. I watched
but it
her.
wasn't back then. It was kind of like soft pornish. It wasn't like really out there.
But the thing of it is, I thought I knew everything. Man, I'm a whole different dude at 40.
Yeah, at 40, I hope so.
That's my
I
point.
hope
I
so.
don't want nothing to do with a 14-year-old. This is something you saw. This is not something you've done. So that being
Yeah.
stated, I don't want anything to do with a 14-year-old.
Hell no. I hope not.
I mean, that's just
Yeah.
being totally honest, but everybody has their preference.
Well, that's
I
not a good
mean,
preference.
Well, you got to realize it's not a good preference, but I don't think men liking men is a good fucking preference. It's
Yeah,
not
well,
up to
everybody
me.
has their own. I don't kink
Exactly.
shame. I
Me
don't
either.
kink shame.
I
Whatever
like
turns.
squirting.
Oh, okay, you didn't turn this into a little baby porno show. You got to come on to sex and not to sex. That's when we talk the stuff. That's late night. This is Christmas Eve.
Yeah, but I'm just saying. I mean, people got to start getting real about relationships, and once they get real about relationships, things become easier. You got to have
That's
accountability
true.
on both sides, and we're not ready for accountability on both sides. And truth of it is, poly's gonna be a real thing really soon.
I think it is. It is getting bigger. It's definitely
Is
getting
the
bigger.
truth of it is because there's a small selection of quality men, and there's a large selection of quality women. It's simple.
Y'all and all y'all options.
Move, Coco. Huh?
What you say? I said you
Huh?
guys
No.
and all of your options.
I mean, it sucks for y'all. I'm gonna just keep it real. It does.
Yeah.
It sucks. But if we want to create a better future, these are the options we got. Now
You
we can
think?
sit here and complain about the options, or we can move forward.
Yeah, but do people really want to move forward? We say we do. And I think men aren't going to change until women start putting their foot down and having some backbone. I think we accept way too much.
The truth of it
Or why
is,
would you guys
y'all got
leave?
way too much backbone. Y'all need to put your dick up. I'm taking that from my brother. I don't believe in Kevin Samuels all the fucking way, but you need to put your dick
Oh,
up. The problem of it is because of what's going on, y'all are gonna have fewer and fewer options. That's the
I keep
honest
hearing
truth.
that.
The choices y'all are making are literally creating men that use the fuck out of women, or
And that's where the
men that
women
like
need to be
men.
like, we're not going to take that dumb junk no more. Then what you going to do?
The truth of it is, then you just won't have a man at all. So now all the hoes get wiped up. So what you gonna do?
Oh, I don't know.
You're stuck in a dilemma. You're stuck in
I'm
a
kind of
dilemma.
over it.
The thing of it is, this is the time period of which you're living in.
Unfortunately.
This is the time period you're living in. This is the problems we have socially. This is the problems we have economically. And until we look at the problem and say we're going to solve the problem, we can't get out of this problem that we have now. You just can't.
Yeah.
It's going to take
Oh.
somebody to sacrifice, and we don't have to sacrifice. It's more of y'all.
So you're saying the women should sacrifice?
It sucks, but basically it's an inevitable result. I'm not saying you're going to sacrifice, but it's an inevitable result
Mm,
because you're creating less and less options for yourself. So it gives us more and more advantages.
like,
Basically, we could do it with what the fuck we want. You keep having to take less until you set a standard. Okay, this, yeah, I know you're gonna do that, but this is how you're gonna do that. See, man will take that because we know we had an advantage. Let's just keep it
so you
real.
are you saying that you guys act the way you act because there's always going to be women to put up with it?
Yep.
Well, you can have them women.
It
I'll
sucks.
deal with you for a minute, and then when I find out that you're
We
consistently
don't
being
care.
inconsistent, I'm out.
We don't care.
I know you
We
don't
don't.
care. I
I'm
know.
not saying me. I'm saying
I
men
know.
in general.
I know. They
We
don't care. They can
don't
give a flying
care.
fuck. Yeah.
We don't
And
care
in the
because you're
coldness
not
of some
adding
of
anything.
you,
Huh?
the coldness of some of you in doing that is ridiculous. Like, who raised you? Like, have a little bit
Women.
of respect. If you know, wait a minute, yeah, that's probably a problem too. If you know that you're with somebody that isn't a fucked up individual, why would you fuck them over? Like, what are you getting out of that?
Because I'm not gonna be. It's not that we're getting anything out of it. We're gonna leave it alone, move the fuck on, because we're not gonna do the right thing. We're not gonna do what you expect. So yeah, we'll date you for 3 months, and then we're gonna leave you, gonna ghost you, because you know what? If I stick around, I'm gonna hurt this good person way more than I'm hurting them in this one instance.
Damn, that's some fucked up shit. Why would you hurt her?
Because you're not ready. This is not the right person, and you're not ready.
That sounds about right. You're not the right person.
So I'm gonna eat for a minute, and then I'm gonna go off to the next spot until I find the right person. And it sucks. It really does.
It does suck. It's fucked up that people
It's
do
just,
that to
just like
people.
y'all got to deal with that. We got to deal with white men that control the world. So you're gonna get a job faster than I get a job. You're gonna get public housing before me. It's fucked up, but it's the real world.
Yeah.
Everybody has advantages and disadvantages. I'm gonna be honest.
That's
I
true.
understand that as a woman, you're gonna get more guys looking at you. You're probably gonna get promotions. I mean, if a woman's competing against you that's 300 pounds, right, for a job, who's gonna get the job? 9 times out of 10, you.
That's fucked up. And she
It's
could be
fucked up,
better
but
qualified.
exactly, but it's true. It's true.
Yeah.
Everybody has advantage. I mean, white have more advantages than blacks. Black men have more advantages when it comes to relationships than women. Black women have more advantages when it comes to education and jobs than black men. These are the dynamics we got to come to grips with and deal with. But I'm
Yeah.
sorry to cut you off, Jay, but I'm about to go and have some fun. My old lady is walking around,
Yeah,
so
I'm trying to like get off with
we
you
got
while I'm
two
on this
hours
little
on this.
speaker thing.
But I hope I'm invited back next time. Thank you so much.
Yes, Tanya wants to have a conversation with you. So
That
thank
is
you guys for
fine. I'd
tuning
love for
in.
Tanya to do that.
Yes, thank you guys for tuning in to Relationship Perspectives. Have a Merry Christmas. Love on your family and your friends. Check on your folks and make sure they're okay. You guys stay up, stay safe, peace and blessings. And I will talk to you later, Joseph. You have a Merry Christmas.
Yeah, you too.
Talk to you later.
All right. I thought I pressed leave.